Hello and welcome to Travel Beans. Today Alex and I are having a boozy picnic in the beautiful British countryside. We are now at our final stop of our England road trip. We are in my hometown of Henfield in West Sussex.
In England at the moment, we are having an unprecedented heat wave in February. The weather has gone crazy. Yesterday was the hottest February on record, I believe, breaking 20 in some parts of England. Today is another fantastic day. So when the weather is good, I can't believe I'm going to say this, in England in February, but we decided to go on a British picnic.
So we have spent a lot of time preparing this morning for this epic picnic. Al has all the food on his back. In this bag, I've got blankets and I may have a couple of bottles of something in there. I mentioned in our previous videos that a lot of people way back when, before we were going on holidays abroad, the Brits used to like to go to the seaside towns on holidays through the train system. And the train system used to be a lot more extensive than it is today. And a lot of the smaller towns and villages actually had their own stations, including Henfield. So there actually used to be an old train line running through here, but now it's a public footpath, which is great for us because it means that we can go take this public footpath down to the riverside and have a wonderful British picnic. We have been walking for about 10-15 minutes down the railway line and we have finally found our way to the riverside and a beautiful spot to have a picnic. So Alex and I want to show you a few of the traditional foods that we remember from our picnics in childhood.
But first, oh that's, oh no!
No, go to the side, out to the side. Oh my God.
So we wanted to start off this video with a bang, and we managed to get our hands on this bad boy recently. So we thought this would be a great way to start off the picnic. Boozy picnics are quite a thing. There's a couple of traditional drinks that people might have that are alcoholic. Cider's the first one. We're not going to tell you too much about cider. We made a whole video about it. Go back and watch our Bristol cider tour. Cheers everyone at home.
Cheers guys.
Hope you're all having a drink.
Bloody lovely. First drinks, done. No more cider. Moving swiftly on to another firm favourite British summertime drink, which is Pimm's. So Pimm's is a spirit that is actually made in England and it is only 25%, which means that you can drink slowly throughout the afternoon, enjoy the sunshine, getting a little bit tipsy but not completely wasted, which is what you want on a picnic really. You don't want to be stumbling home through the bushes. It's not often you'll see Pimm's in the wintertime. It's very much a summer drink. It's not just served on its own. What you do is it's 1 part Pimm's with, I believe, 3 parts lemonade. You have to mix in a bit of fruit, a bit of shrubbery into the mix.
This is so ridiculously easy to drink. If you want to get hammered, blottoed, trolleyed, smashed, wankered, these are some of the classic terms for getting just old-fashioned drunk. So now I want to show you what we have chosen for our own picnic. When you go on your own picnic, you get to choose whatever you want because we won't be there to police it.
Because we won't be there to police it.
So here we have a selection of things that we remember from our childhood. We would probably call it traditional, but again, we can only really draw from our own experiences. So any English, British watching, when you go on a picnic, what would you take? What are we missing here? Typically at a picnic, you're probably going to get yourself a sandwich, that's kind of your main. Then you're probably going to get yourself some savoury snacks. Choose those wisely. And finally, you want to end it with a little dessert. So what we've got today is we've got 3 sandwiches, cheese and Marmite sandwiches. cheese and pickle. Ugh.
It's great.
And straight old-fashioned cheese. And we got ourselves a sausage roll. Now, also, my favourite thing of a picnic, my favourite British snack. Actually, Emma can attest to this. I really miss this when I'm away. I always crave a scotch egg. I'm looking forward to showing you that one. And then we've got ourselves some desserts, which is a jam tart and country slice. First things first, I want to go for the scotch egg. One, because it's my favourite of the things that are here. And two, I'm really hungry, so it's actually something I want to eat right now. Usually what I would do is I'd take a big old bite of this big ball. But instead, I actually want to show you inside because it's much nicer than me biting it and then showing you the insides. This is a scotch egg. Now this is basically sausage meat that is covering an egg, covered in breadcrumbs, and then I don't know, do they fry it?
I believe they fry it. I could be wrong.
Lightly, probably. There is a spectrum. You can get very, very cheap ones, aka this one. There wasn't any better ones in stock. Or you can go and splash up to as much as £5 on one of these. You're not going to regret it usually because they're fantastic. This is testament to the scotch egg. This was probably the cheapest item of the lot. This is a bad scotch egg and it's still delicious.
So what's next on this exciting British picnic adventure? Well, we have the trio of sandwiches, which I'm gonna tackle for you guys. We've got the classic cheese, which Al's gone for, and then we've got the cheese and pickle. Now pickle, I don't know if you have this in other countries, but it's basically a sweet combination of chopped up vegetables in this kind of brown gloopy jar. Now it doesn't sound very appetizing, but I assure you it's bloody delicious. And then we have cheese and Marmite. Now Marmite is definitely an institution for England. The tagline for Marmite is love it or hate it, and that is very much true. People are very divided in England about this, even more so than Brexit. What we like to do here in jolly old England is we like to take a perfectly delicious sandwich, some perfectly delicious crisps, take them and put them inside the sandwich to make a crisp sandwich. So we don't only do it with chips, we also do it with crisps. Now I've got my delicious crisps inside my sandwich. Now it is a suitable time to go in for a bite. The reason you're putting the crisps in the sandwich is not for the change of flavour particularly. The main reason is for the texture. You want that crunch as you bite into it. Lovely.
Next up on the sausage-based conveyor belt, after having my sausage meat egg, I am now going to eat a sausage roll. This is another classic. You've got to eat this if you're in England. Go to a bakery and scream sausage roll at the nearest person that is willing to help. So a sausage roll is just a sausage wrapped around in pastry. It is good hot or cold. This is very, very common on a picnic, but it won't look like this slab that you're seeing right now. Usually it'll be chopped up into smaller pieces so people can share. Emma is vegetarian. She's not putting this sausage anywhere near her mouth. So this one is reserved just for me. It's actually not very good, if I'm being honest with you, this one in particular. But like the scotch egg, a bad sausage roll is still not that bad.
Lastly, to finish off this beautiful picnic in the middle of February, we have chosen a dessert each. I have gone for the mighty jam tarts. And Alex?
And when I think of a picnic, I think of the country slice. And Emma's never tried it.
Never tried it. We're going to have a little taste test, see whose dessert is better. Cheers.
Okay, cheers to our childhoods.
Okay. Firstly, you didn't tell me about all the raisins.
I mean, they're clearly on show when you put it in your mouth.
For me, raisins in a oatmeal raisin cookie, it's okay, I can deal with that. They're nice and soft. The raisins in this are a little bit overpowering, but I do like the crunchy sugar on the top. That's quite nice.
So what are you giving this?
I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
A 5 out of bloody 10, guys. Can you imagine? She's just tried a country slice and said 5 out of 10. I was about to give her stupid little jam tart an 8 out of 10. But I'll be honest with her. 4 at best. Disgusting. I win.
Disgusting as he shoves the rest in his face. So it's been a couple more hours and at least a couple of more drinks since we last turned on the camera, and we've actually moved on from Pimm's. We are not encouraging the behaviour of drinking a variety of beverages over the period of a few hours on a picnic. However, we have decided to include cider, Pimm's, and now our good old friend gin and tonic. Sweet nectar of life! Now, a gin and tonic is a very well-known and loved British drink, and it is usually served with a bit of cucumber, maybe a bit of basil or a bit of lime, but it's not usually served with this variety of fruit salad as is a Pimm's beverage. However, we are lazy people and we wanted to just use the same glasses, so we are drinking Pimm's and tonic. No, it's gin and tonic, but with Pimm's soaked fruit.
Here's a final cheers to everyone back home. If you're watching in bed, out of bed, those are the only two options.
You're either in or you're out.
Which is it?
Cheers to the beautiful British countryside and the beautiful British summer. May it long last.
We just want to reflect and appreciate the craziest weather that climate change has provided for us today.
The sun is actually dipping below the hills in the distance, so now seems a very good time to wind our video to a close.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, it's such a simple task. Like, we try and play it up every week, like, please do it, please do it. Honestly, is it that hard to click the like button? Is it? And I've already now pressed the like button. I might as well leave a comment, because the comment box, you've already moved the mouse. Your hand's on the mouse. Now just use your other hand. What are you touching with your other hand that you can't write a comment?
If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button too, and the notification bell.
And the last thing that we will do, I said it on the last video, I don't enjoy it. It's kind of a lie, because it's a love-hate relationship about what I'm about to do.
He loves to hate it.
A few of you have told me that it is your favourite thing about the videos, which is kind of disappointing that this is the best part. Anyway, I'll keep doing it for you as long as you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. From here in the British countryside, from the bottom of my lungs, I'll see you next time, everybody, and beans out!